Hi, my name is Gabriel Salim Rezk Schuler. I would like to start by saying that my two last names come from very different sides of the world. My first last name, Rezk, comes from Lebanon, a very small country at the west of Syria and at the north of Israel, close by the Mediterranean Sea. My second last name, Schuler, comes from Germany. Both of my great-grandparents, the Lebanese and the German, left their hometowns in order to escape from World War I and ended up settling here in Colombia. I am 22 years old, and I was born the 2nd of October 1996. I am actually coursing my 7th semester in medicine at Pontificia Universidad Javeriana here in Bogota. I am actually single, and I would like to say I am a very tall person. I am 1.88 meters tall, I am stocky, I have brown skin color, I have a dark black hair, and I like to wear a little short, shady sort of looking beard. As well, I have green eyes. I would like to describe myself as a very joyful and a very happy person. The things I like to do the most are basically playing football, playing video games, watching movies, and practicing boxing. As you see, I like football a lot. My favorite football player is actually a goalkeeper, the same position in which I play. He was named Oliver Kahn. He is no longer a goalkeeper, but he was Germany's goalkeeper in the 2002 and 2006 World Cup. I also like to follow two football teams. First, Deportivo Cali here in Colombia, and second, Chelsea Football Club at the British Premier League, at the British Football League. My favorite music bands are the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Imagine Dragons. They play very different types of music, however, they're both settled in the United States. So, what I like about my house is basically the fact that it's very spacious, it's very comfortable, I get to have my own space, and as well, I have a great view, since I get to see the mountain and the woods most of the time from my bedroom window. The place on where I live is located on the fifth floor of a six-story building block, and when you come into my house you get to see the kitchen on your right hand side, the lobby straight ahead, and at the left hand side a bathroom. From the lobby you get to see straight ahead from the lobby a small space, on the right hand side of the lobby the dining room, and at the left hand side of the lobby the living room. In the small space I was saying you get to see my bedroom at the left hand side, straight ahead my brother's bedroom, and on the right hand side my parents' bedroom. One of the things I don't like about my house basically is the fact that temperature gets too low since we are located in the mountains. And since the temperature gets too low, we get very cold, especially in the early mornings. The neighborhood I live in is called Belmira. The things I like the most about Belmira is the fact that you get a big contrast, since you get to see a lot of green spaces, since there is a big amount of parks, you get to see a lot of houses and as well a lot of building blocks, which allows diversity within the neighborhood and allows you to see and experience very different things from different sides of the neighborhood. As well, we have a very big amount of supermarkets, some shopping malls, and some gyms. Basically, as I was saying beforehand, I live with my two brothers, my father, my mother, and myself. My middle brother, one of my brothers basically, is becoming 15 years old on the days to come, and my younger brother is 9 years old. One of the things I like about my neighborhood is the fact that we get to do everything within a walking distance, since things are very close the one to the other. This is very convenient since here in Bogota it's very difficult to move on a car, since most of the time we get traffic jams everywhere. So, as I was saying, you get to do everything on a walking distance and you get everything you need. If you want some clothing, you can go to Palatino, which is the shopping mall, as well as if you want to go to a bookstore or a music store. If you want to buy some food, you get to go to the small restaurants on the street, or you get to go to Palatino, which is the shopping mall, as I was saying, to the food court, or you get to go to one of the supermarkets like Arulla and buy most of your food. One of the things, however, which I don't like about my house, my neighborhood especially, is the fact that it's very insecure. I cannot tell why, but most of the time you get to see very suspicious people, and we have heard a lot of stories of people that are walking on the streets at night basically, and there's other people who come with a knife in their hand and say, hey, give me your cell phone and your money, or otherwise I will stab you. As I was saying, I live in a set of building blocks named Bosques de la Cañada, which is located in the 140th Street with the 7th Avenue, which is one of the biggest avenues here in Colombia. I live on the first story building, on the right-hand side on the fifth floor, as I was saying. I would like to describe 5 spaces within my house. First, the kitchen. I would like to say that the kitchen is very bright, a lot of light comes in from the window, and you get to see a large fridge, a very big refrigerator, an oven, which is very adequate for us since we are a lot of people living here. We get to cook a lot of food at the same time, as well as we get to uh, cook a lot of desserts. There's also the sink, there's a big amount of tables so we can chop up all our food, and there is a washing area where we have our washing machine. On our living room, we have 3 large couches where we can feed most of the people we like to invite, and we have a central table where we can set all of the appetizers on the invitations we do here in my house, so before we get to the main plate at dinners. On the other hand, there's the dining room where we have a very large table in order to feed people. It's brown and it's about 2 meters on the width by 8 or 9 meters on the length, so we get to feed around 12 or 14 people at the dining table. As well, there's my bedroom where I get to fit a very large bed since I am so big, my desk, which is very ideal for studying, a TV where I can get to rest at times, um, my closet, and there's also my bedside table. And finally, on my bathroom, you get to see the sink, the shower, and the toilet, which is very adequate for a big person like me, but is as well very adequate for a single person and just so that one person can use it. Thank you very much.